Bad. Try it again.
Fa se fua.
Yeah, fa se fua. Or just say fa.
Fa.
Like mom says. Say fa.
Fa.
No, I'm talking to your sister.
Fa.
What? What'd you say?
Oh.
I can't hear you. Everyone, today, as you know, my kids are half Samoan and half Palangi, so today I'm going to make them some Palangi food because the Afatasis like Palangi food and Samoan food. So today we're making beef stew. Come join me while we make it. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, today we're making beef stew. This is some cube beef cut just for stew. It was $3.89 a pound where I bought it. It's about a pound. So let me know if that's a good price where you're at. We're going to need some beef stock, some potatoes, some onions, some carrots, pepper, salt, garlic powder. And besides a knife and a potato peeler and a big pot, that's all we really need. It's a very simple dish, but very filling, and the kids love it. So first what we're going to do is we're going to take these chunks and cut them into little smaller bites. The kids don't necessarily like these huge chunks. So I cut them down into little pieces about that size. Okay, the stew's done being cut up. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but it's just me and my two little girls. My wife is going to get something special that she's requested, and you'll get to see that in the next video. So the first thing we're going to do is turn the stove on medium-high, and then put a fair amount of olive oil in there. I'm going to wait for this to get hot. Usually the quality of beef that butchers cut up for stew meat is a lower quality. So what we're going to do is we're going to sear this on each side, and then we are going to slow cook it for about an hour, and that will make the toughest meat tender, because when you sear it, it seals the juice on the inside. I gotta stop laughing after every sentence. While we are waiting for the pot to get hot, I'm going to peel the potatoes. I am not going to make you watch me do the whole potato thing, but I will let you see me cut them up. But as you can see, whoever invented potato peeler, I salute you. These make peeling potatoes so much easier than trying to do it with a plain knife. And you lose a lot less potatoes. Now, if this was stew just for me, I would leave the skin on. I love the taste of the skin, and it is healthy. Alright, I'm done with the potatoes. I don't mind that they're sitting next to the raw meat because they're both going to get cooked together anyway. So the pot's hot, let's start putting the steak. So basically, you're going to put them down on one side, and you should hear that with each piece. And basically, you want to lay them out. Whew. And be careful of the grease popping up on you. Alright, it might just be safer for me just to dump the whole thing in. And then kind of make sure they're spread out. And then what I do is I set the timer for exactly 5 minutes, and I'm not going to move them. I'm going to let them sear and get almost burnt on one side. Well, it's not burnt, but a nice sear for sure. While I'm waiting on that meat to sear, I'm going to go ahead and cut the onions. It's a little bloody there. Like I said, it's okay. I'm not worried about it because all this is going to cook together in the same pot, and it's going to cook for an hour, so whatever contamination or whatever it would get from it is going to be totally sterilized, and it'll be good to go. There's one. Yeah, when I make this stew, I put the onions in for flavor, but the kids don't like to eat them. They're not at that age yet where they will love to eat onions, unless I really make it small and sneak it in on them. But I love to eat the onions. They're so soft and delicious after they've soaked for an hour. And I'm going to leave them big like this. That way they'll still fall apart but they won't be so small that I'll accidentally give my kids one. They'll be like, Dad, you put onions in our food. Okay, still waiting on the meat to finish its 5 minutes of searing. So I'm gonna cut the potatoes. I normally like to chop them in little squares, but my kids love them in little discs for some reason. I think because sometimes they eat their stew with crackers, and they put this on their cracker like a little sandwich. There we go. Let me do the other one. Okay, when you see when there's less than a minute for the meat to get done searing, that's when you're going to put in your seasoning. A little salt. If I can get it open. A little black pepper. And you can always add more pepper and salt at the end to your taste. And some garlic powder. Okay, now that the time is over, I'm going to scrape some of these up. Sorry, I have to hold the camera back a little bit. It's going to get all steamy. And I basically flip it around. And you can see in there that some of them are nicely seared. I'm going to try to flip some around, and I'm going to cook the other side for just 4 minutes. Right when I get done flipping them over, I remember to season the other side. So again, the pepper, the garlic powder, and a little bit of salt. Okay, when you see there's less than a minute, I actually take the heat and I turn it from medium up to high. Now the reason why I do that is because for that last minute I'm going to slowly add in the beef stock. And I usually use a whole box. Then what I'm going to do while I'm waiting for it to boil is right after I add the stock, I'm going to put in the potatoes. Then I'm going to dump in a few of the little petite baby carrots. Kids are not big carrots fans, so I don't put too many. And last but not least, we are going to add the onions. Once all the ingredients are in there, I kind of stir it around a little bit. I made sure that all the meat, is nothing stuck to the bottom now. And once it all feels loose, I just make sure that everything is pretty much covered or almost covered in the stock. And then as soon as it gives a sign of boiling, you're going to turn it down to simmer and then cover it for 1 hour. We'll see you then. Okay, as you can see, hopefully it's starting to boil. So I'm going to cover it, turn it down to low, and then set the timer for exactly 1 hour, and then we eat. All right, the kids' food is ready. The stew, well, the kids and my stew. So let me get some into their bowls. First, my one daughter loves it with a chunk of butter on the bottom. That's my 14-year-old. The other one just wants the stew. Okay, getting some for my 14-year-old. And a little bit of the stock. There we go. That's hers. Now for the youngest. When we go for the youngest one, she basically loved just the potatoes. And she don't even want a carrot in there. And of course the meat. Oops. Let me get some meat for her. Alright, let me finish up and then I'll serve them up. Alright, there the youngest ones goes. So let me go put them on the table.
Over where that hammer is. It's going to come there in 8.
Alright girls, time to eat.
It's going to manifest. Wait, stop moving. There you go.
Time to eat, girls.
Try and find a way to jump back over there. So you have a grapple?
Let's go eat.
Oh, there you go. Now grab that.
Be careful, it's hot, girls.
Yes.
Team won anyway, so
Yes.
you know what today is.
What?
Do you know what today is?
Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday, correct.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna get my stuff today.
What's that stuff? What stuff?
Yeah, what stuff?
Hair dye.
More hair dye?
Yeah.
What color is it going to be this time?
Purple and blue.
How are you going to do purple and blue? Isn't that purple?
Purple?
Oh, no, red and red and blue is purple, huh?
Purple.
Your food's not ready, honey. I haven't even made it yet.
Oh.
Sorry. So sorry. I'll call you when the food's ready.
There.
Singular carrot. I also got nail stuff.
Nails, 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 nails.
You haven't had this in a while, Maka. Eat, Maka.
Is it good silhouette?
You try. Oh my god.
Eat, Maka. Eat it.
They just found out they're on camera. I was trying to secretly film them since they don't like being on camera. Okay, say bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Say fasefua.
Fasefua.
Oh, that wasn't bad. Try it again.
Fasefua.
Yeah, fasefua. Or just say fa,
Fa.
like mom says. Say fa.
Fa.
No, I'm talking to your sister.
Fa.
What? What'd you say?
Oh.
I can't hear you. Your boyfriend might be watching. What do you say? Mommy's laughing at them. All right, let me go make mommy's food. Today is actually right before Father's Day. And what do you do for Father's Day? Well, when it comes to me, I buy something for my wife. So the reason why I do that is because the enjoyment of Father's Day will be better for me if my wife's happy. And I don't feel comfortable getting presents myself. I love to give presents much, much better. So I'm just driving out of the neighborhood here. I'm going to a GameStop that I got an email from that said they had a few Xbox Series X, I think it's called, the big black cube one. My wife's a big gamer. She loves fighting people online or dragons or whatever. So I'm going to see if I can get in line, if there is a line, hopefully not, and buy one. And now I'm going to go wait in line at a GameStop because my wife wants the new Xbox X thing. All right, here I go. All right, I got it. Power your dreams. Xbox X, they had 20 of them, so I was number 15 in line, so I got it. And then I went to get something that I really wanted. Godzilla vs. King Kong. I'm now putting it in this random box so I can take it inside and sneak it past my wife so she don't see it. Okay, so my 14-year-old's going to help me. We're putting it in the guest bathroom. Don't laugh at the bright color. My wife's Polynesian. So the plan is for her to sneak and act like she went to the bathroom, which she just did. And then after that, she's going to go down and run tell my wife that there's a giant spider in the house. I don't know why she left the door open, but I closed it. Now let's see my wife's expression. Looking for the spider, and what's that? She's just kind of staring at it like from outer space until finally she realizes, oh my gosh! Less than 30 minutes later, my wife has it all set up, even though we don't know where we're going to put it yet. And she is on her game. I think this one's called Dauntless. And she's training to be the Master Ninja Warrior. She's a Master Slayer, I guess that's what she is. So I watch it sometimes when she plays. She one time got like 165,000 points for killing some dragon. So that's it. All of you have a great day. I'll see you next time. It's Nerd Wednesday. Until then, peace, and we're out.